Hello, my name is Stephen Billett from Griffith University in Australia, and I'll be a visiting research fellow at the University of Tampere. And I'll be engaging staff and students in a series of conversations to engage with you and to bring about collaborations. One of those conversations is let's talk about integrating innovations and learning at work. As you're probably aware, much of innovations at work by tradition have arisen through workers' everyday activities and interactions in response to emerging challenges. Yet that process of innovation is dependent upon and is generative of learning by workers. Hence, learning and innovation co-occur at work. So this conversation draws upon two investigations undertaken in small to medium-sized enterprises in Singapore about how the processes of innovation were initiated, supported, and enacted in those workplaces and how learning arose for their workers. The first study was in precision engineering and in aged care, and it focused upon the key focus of proximal and local factors which supported that in the initiation and engagement in innovations. The second one was across 7 small to medium-sized enterprises who produce various goods and services. And it was possible to identify in this second study different kinds of innovations and the opportunities that this provided for workers' learning. And these were strategic, workplace, and procedural innovations. So what these instances of innovation at work indicate is that there are distinct zones of learning potential arising from different kinds of innovation. And it's this topic that I'd like to engage in a conversation with you about. And some conversation starters are, in your field of practice or research, in what ways can you actively bring together these processes of workers' learning and engagement? And in what ways are these categories of strategic work practice and procedural innovations helpful in advancing approaches to bring about change in the workplaces with which you are familiar? And how can educators and researchers engage in finished workplaces to bring about these kind of changes, both workers' learning and workplace innovations? So I look forward to having that conversation with you and engaging in discussions and potential collaborations.